So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Oh, hello. Welcome to HQ, where we are still mourning the sad loss of the German team. Actually, I'm just glad we don't have to play them because they're usually too good. Anyway, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the England game yet, then look away from the app because, okay, we're not top of the pops, we are in the number 2 spot. But our progress to the tournament will probably be all the smoother for it. I call that a win by stealth. Now, I'm Beric Livingstone, and this is World Cup Special number 3. And to keep it real, we are mixing it up a little. It's going to be a little bit word, a little bit word. There'll be a couple of football questions, and you'll go, these are football questions. And a couple you'll go, these are sort of linked to football. And some of the others, you may be able to infer a link to football, but it's going to be tenuous, cards on the table. So, see if you can spot them. And now, I am particularly excited by the prize. For these specials, we've been raising it by £1,000 every time England plays. So tonight, it's £3,000. 3, of course, means optimism in numerology, if you believe any of that stuff. 3 is the magic number, c'est de la soul. Don't worry about a thing, saying Bombali on 3 little birds. 3 lions, of course. 3 wise men. 3 French hens. Get on with it! Right, okay, here comes Q1. Which of these is a crowd effect when people stand up and raise their arms in a stadium? German tickle, English shrug, Mexican wave. A crowd effect. Well, raising your arms may invite the German tickle, but there's not any Germans there to do it, so it's not the answer we're looking for here. Whereas turning a siesta into a fiesta, it's the Mexican wave. Wave if you got it right, or don't if you don't want to. 160,409 of you did. Well done. The Mexican wave may be a textbook example of metachronal rhythm, but mentioning that's likely to spoil the fun. Okay, Q2. Which of these is a famous landmark in Moscow? Times Square, Red Square, Trafalgar Square. Be there or be square. But be prepared. If you went for Trafalgar Square, then I'm afraid you're out of this battle early. The communist quadrangle, it's Red Square. Yes, it's red not because of the colour of the bricks, but because the word beautiful and red are similar in Russian, if not the same. 153,029 if you got that right. 2,388 thought it was Trafalgar Square. In Moscow, no, it's not. Never mind. Bye-bye. Red Square separates the Kremlin from the market part of town. And now, to some shout-outs. Hello to Matthew and Olivia from Conto, and to Ethan and James from Harrow, to Clarissa and her boyfriend Liam, to Daniel Partis, who loved my tiny wolf, to Fiona, who's 21 tomorrow, happy birthday for tomorrow, and to Bramadonna, and all at the Third Touch Football Club. Hope you do as well as our boys are going to in this tournament. Q3. What were many Russians taught to do in advance of the 2018 World Cup tournament? The Macarena, speak Micronesian, smile. Yes. In the UK, we're all speaking Micronesian on the sly, aren't we? But it's not really caught on yet in Russia. Frowning, upside down, they've been learning to smile. Yes, cultural thing. Smiling does not mean the same thing in Russia, so they've been taught to do it. 108,304, if you got that right. 23,307 thought the Macarena, and it is a good dance, so might as well leave it in there. Okay, yes, their skill has been put to good use with 1,261 players have used extra lives to get back in, and the Russians have been using their new skill to stay in the tournament. Okay, let us move straight on to Q4. Which of these actors was the first to play Spider-Man in a movie? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. I was stuck in a spider suit earlier today. If you've seen my Twitter, you'll know all about my pain, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to park that for later. Spider-Man costumes are extremely clingy, and you should just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Okay, they've all swung among the skyscrapers, but who was the first to play Peter Parker? Snogging and sobbing his way all through the noughties, it's Tobey Maguire. To be or not to be, yes, 92,113 of you were to be, and you are still in the game because of it. Tobey defended New York for 5 years, while Harry Maguire just has to defend our goal for 360 more minutes. You can do it, Hazza. Okay, Q5. The video games company Atari took its name from a move in which game? Ping pong, go, chess. None of them quite the beautiful game, but they could have beautiful results if you pick the right one. Their first game was based on ping pong, yes, but their name was based on a different game. 2 letters long, but going on for hours. It's Go. Yes, Go, the longest continuously played game in history of the world. Only 30,778 of you knew that. We lost 61,000 of you. I'm not going to call that savage, but I think it was quite nasty. Sorry about that. It may be a threat to capture in the game, but Atari captured our imaginations throughout the 70s and 80s. What a company. And now, the next cue is coming up. Cue 6. Which of these actors has never played Hercule Poirot? Rowan Atkinson, David Mitchell, Hugh Laurie. Yes, Poirot, the Belgian detective. He has the most famous moustache on the television. But which of these funny men hasn't given Poirot a go? Playing Detective Maigret instead, it's Rowan Atkinson. Yes, Rowan, the right answer there. How many of you rode to victory? Just 12,444 of you. We lost 20,000. Because David Mitchell spoofed the Belgian detective on his comedy show, while Laurie mustachioed up for Spice World, that brilliant bit of cinema. Without further ado, let's go on to Q7. Which of these 2018 World Cup teams' managers is bald? Peru, Egypt, Argentina. Yes, who has no hair? 3 teams that have underperformed this year, but whose gaffer doesn't even have any hair to pull out. Giving us Maradona and Messi, it's Argentina. Argentina. Yes, 8,732 if you got that right. You know your football managers. You can now party like Maradona. Well, maybe not quite that hard. Footballers are known for their flamboyant hairdos, but Jorge Sampaoli went for the Andre Agassi look instead. And what a look it is. Now, Q8. Which of these White Stripes songs reached the highest position on the UK singles chart? Seven Nation Army, Icky Thump, Fell in Love with a Girl. White Stripes. They're the loudest 2-piece band in the history of ever, but which of their songs reached all the way to number 2? Sick Beat. By another name, it was Icky Thump. Icky, sick, thump, beat? No, never mind. Yes, well, 1,232 if you got that right. We lost almost all of you there. I think that was the first savage question of the day. Une question sauvage. I'm not even going to try and do Flemish, but yes, it was pretty tough. You would have thought it was Seven Nation Army, and 6,362 if you did. But despite becoming a football anthem, Seven Nation Army only made its way to number 7 on the UK chart. Why did they call it Icky Thump? It might have been something to do with Jack White's wife at the time being from Lancashire. Okay, well, anyway. Q9. Of these 3 countries, which has received the most foreign language film Oscars? Poland, Japan, Sweden. Just focus on these 3 countries. Which ones won the most? They are 3 titans of non-English speaking cinema, but who's been given the most gongs for it? Everyone's favourite football fans, it's Japan. Were you Japanned there? 758 of you got that right. Well done. I thought that'd be harder. I thought you might go for Sweden there, but you didn't because you're clever. Sweden came close with a hat-trick, but Japanese filmmakers have taken this one with 4 gongs over the history of the award. And now, something different, but similar, a little bit different. Q10. Which of these authors appeared on the Times' list of the best novels of the last 50 years? Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, Nick Hornby. Hope you've read all of them. I haven't. Well, she sold more books than the other 2 combined, but J.K. couldn't magic her way onto this list. We're looking at the sovereign of all things spooky. It's Stephen King. Yes, kings and queens of this question, 448 of you. Well done. King made the list with his book, The Stand, which has nothing to do with football stadiums. Okay, now the last 2 Qs. Here comes Q11. Which of these countries exported the highest value of chocolate in 2017? Switzerland, Belgium, Germany. Chocolat. Which one? They're all synonymous with quality chocolate, but who is practically leaking the stuff? Smashing Belgium by $1.5 billion, it's Germany. Well, they would have been able to all go home and have some chocolate, but they've exported it all, and 246 of you knew that they did. Well done, you 246. Now, dentists at the ready, because we're chewing our way into the final round. 170,000 of you started the game, 246 of you left in, £3,000 on the table. How will you do as we go on to the final cue? Here comes Q12. Which of these 2018 football pundits has the most international caps? Gary Neville, Cesc Fabregas, Didier Drogba. Hats off to our winners, but who will they be? 3 national treasures, but which one has sobbed his way through the most anthems? Neville has played 85 games for England, but that puts him in last place here. With 110 caps for his country and a couple of pilot shirts for the BBC, it is the king of the Macarena, Cesc Fabregas, for the win. And that was Fabregatastic, because 143 of you are winners tonight. Well done. $143 amazingly brainy people smashing this quiz that took us on a general knowledge journey via football and some very strange roundabouts. Congratulations to Shuvo17, to Rosie Greenwood, to Zach188, to Waboon, who's got a picture of a girl pointing, to some people with cats on their pictures, to some people who've got grandma, it looks like a bib, I don't know what that is, and to some Egyptian sand dunes by the look of them, or Tunisian, anyway, very nice sand dunes. You've all got £20 and 98 pence for your fantastic work. Ha-ha! The power of 3. Well done, and thrice well done. We're having a well done wave here in the studio for you. I'm Beric. Tweet me up or Insta me out. You can also find our UK tweet quarters at HQ Trivia UK. We'll have another World Cup special, and this is going to be a special football-themed special. It'll be on Tuesday. Before the match, it'll be on the early show at 3 p.m. And then after that, we're going to have another show at 9 p.m. But before either of those, you can join us again tomorrow at 3 p.m. for our regular game. Regularly amazing, that is. We're going to have questions on all sorts of subjects and £1,000 to battle it out for. So I hope you can join us then. Till then, good night.